First time with a capture card. First time, like, not playing Pyre, but intending to play a game all the way through. So this is going to be our next big playthrough is Valhalla. It is a cyberpunk bartender action game. It's really got something for everybody. You like cyberpunk? We got you. You like bartending? You like drinking? You an alcoholic? We got you. You like action? Bitch, we got you there too. Everything's going to be great in this game. I've played it once many years ago. Don't remember too much about it. The things I do remember are it made me cry at the end. I don't remember which ending I got. I guess like the good ending. Made me cry, which is always a good sign. Pixel art looks great. With music I can remember was awesome. And good character design. And pretty chill time, but good story, which I think is where I'm going to try to land my niche. Somewhere around good story time. Long, not necessarily long games, but digestible games, fun, good story, good character moments, stuff like that. So we'll see. That's where I seem to feel best. I don't have a lot going on in my life to make good stories for like action game, and I don't have, chat's still getting there, still building the community. So they can't pull me through some of the slow moments and more action-based games. But if there's always something like story going on, I always have something to comment on. So that's where my strengths seem delayed right now. We are going to go for a different ending than what I've seen before. That way, if you wanted to play the game yourself, go in fresh, you'll probably get the same ending I got on my first playthrough, which I think is excellent. So we're just going to do something weird, kind of like we did for the Pyre playthrough. I've got my cheat sheet here for what I need to do for the new ending. There are 6 endings in all, so if you decide you want to play the game as well, you can go for one of those. Weirder endings are like the normal one, the bad ending, I don't know, do what you want. But I guess that's it. Thank you for joining me today. If you're here, I appreciate you. I love you. We only have 4 more followers to get to the makeup stream. I've been informed that makeup is one word, so I guess I fucked up there. I'll fix that soon. But if you know anybody who likes bartending, if you know anybody who likes fun gameplay with good plot, good story, good characters, and a dumbass streamer, send them my way. We're going to have lots of fun together. My name is Mr. V, and I think it's about time we just get this thing started. Alright, here we go. Move some stuff around here. My whole setup is a little cramped now that I've got 2 screens, so excuse me if I'm adjusting things because I might not realize I need the space. Ooh, yeah, that's some good fucking jams right there. That'll get you where you want to go. Psst. Hey, over here. Oh, it's a girl on a TV. Boo. How's that for an entrance? Come on, Joe. Look sharp. The game's starting and the player needs a good first impression of its main character. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis. Yes. Where's my corgi? My corgi is asleep. Congrats on the Elgato. Thank you, Chefray. I appreciate it. Playing Stray Kids for your Stray Kids in class? Excellent. That's a good choice you've made, sir. Twitch on my phone's acting weird, but let's keep going. That's right, they're corgis over the weekend, and the bar will eventually close. And I'll admit, my little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. I have no idea what the brighter side is, but you should totally find it. Excellent stuff, Anna. In any case, you should totally check that parcel you just got. See ya! Bye, Anna. Jill. Oh, just a dream. There's something near the door. Chapter 1, Primera. Ooh, so fancy sounding. Your membership to Shining Fingered. Ooh, hello. Wasn't prepared for that. But yes, I would like to stay a member. I would like to stay a member of Shining Fingered. Will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account has at least $800 by then. Make sure to save your data using the Life Backup app. You can now browse the Augmented Eye. Ooh. 4. So who is that letter from? Jill says nobody. I guess 4 is our cat, and we are Jill. Oh, this game uses the D-pad. Okay. Gonna take some getting used to. We've got $0. Excellent. That's so real life. Let's hold to unlock our phone here. So this is our save. Let's save our game. So you can see that I have played this game before. So we'll go there. You can change the music anytime we want. Oh, shit. Ooh. Okay. We'll have to play around with all those, see what we like. Add app. Nothing there. Augmented Eye. Mass immigration continues as Quincy reveals new economic adjustments by Kimberly LaVallette. With inflation rates among the highest in the world, constant shortages of basic groceries, and rampant violent crime, Glitch City's citizens look for a better life in other countries. Quincy, however, isn't happy with this. They learn in our schools and universities, the Prime Minister said during a talk with the Augmented Eye, but they apply what they learned somewhere else, and I find it rather insulting. This comes after revealing new economic measures for the city, which most analysts consider to be useless for the current environment. They don't know shit, concluded Quincy. All right, man. You seem like a great dude. The Augmented Eye Wonderlanders are the newest threat to your security. Oh man, this is very reactionary. More by Kimberly. If you thought Alice Rabbit was good at cracking the most complicated security protocols in the world, then this new group will certainly blow your mind. They've yet to make an impact as big as Alice Rabbit, but they seem to be aiming very high with the recent threats issued against Prime Minister Quincy. We hold full access to Quincy's email network and will release the whole database this January, the group declared during a stream. They're just like me. Maybe I'll get more popular if I have to air some dirty laundry for some political person. That'd be great. As long as I don't, get murked or something. Shallow threats. When questioned, Prime Minister Quincy, the aforementioned asshole, dismissed all of the group's threats by stating he's not hiding anything. And that's how you know he's legit. Why would you take him at his word? And is not afraid of a possible leak of his email history. Maybe everyone will get to see what kind of TV I bought last month. I'm sure it was more than most people's houses. Because if you're a prime minister in a corrupt government, you know you're living better than most people. Look at Jill here. She's got a studio apartment, and that's it. But she does have a kick-ass slut t-shirt, which I kind of like. That looks good. I like that. It's a good shirt. Wild parties. The people behind the Wonderlanders seem to enjoy dressing in all kinds of rabbit costumes during the stream. From Anthro to Bunny Girl, the purpose was to show the love and respect they have for Alice Rabbit and their role in today's politics. We want to follow their example while having some fun. We're not sure if this will go anywhere, but we'll be there to tell you if it does. Cyborg and Heels returns next year. Ooh. Cyborg and Heels returns next year to the Super Solar Thunderdome. Is that a show? It's by Lana Smithy. The popular show Cyborg and Heels returns to the Dome this March with tickets going on sale in January. Cyborg and Heels is a massive stage show about a cyborg fighting terrorism while wearing heels. That sounds excellent. That sounds just absolutely great. I love it. Director Quentin Hayter explained Cyborg and Heels' special appeal during an exclusive interview with the Augmented Eye. What's not to love about it? It's a cyborg wearing heels, cutting stuff. That's literally something we've never seen before. A niche market I'm willing to capitalize on. Maybe this world isn't so much like ours. Because I've seen a lot of shit like that. Not to say I don't want to see more of it. But I wouldn't say it's a niche market that no one's capitalizing on. Check out the full interview in the next few weeks, exclusively here at the Augmented Eye. Alright, anything else to do here? Add app. I can't add any apps. Settings. I'm gonna turn down the sound effects just a teens, just a scoochy moochie. I guess let's fucking go to work. December the 13th. Good evening. Ooh, hello. Getting started off straight. There's nothing straight about what's going on here. This guy's hot. Hey there, Jill. Oh, hey, John. When will you admit you have a John face, Jill? Gil. Oh, Gillian. Will you let people call you Jules? Quiet. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's Boss? Don't know. She went out to buy some stuff, and... Did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yes, that you look distracted. Very distracted. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Well, I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and... There's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. Oh, there's the girl on the TV again. Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. So not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. Aren't we all? On top of that, neutering Foray left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. Man, our hero is really not doing great. And they're all the beer, and then there are all the beer cans around my apartment. And Jill, sorry, did you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. I need this. I definitely need this. If you can make a Piano Man, I'll skip the rest. But bear with me for a second here, okay? Let's start with a sugar rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar in the recipe book that will show up on the top left. You'll use the directional buttons to move the cursor between the choices in the recipe book. You can also sort drinks by flavors like sweet or types like manly. Ooh, a manly drink. An appletini, please. To add ingredients to the shaker, push the left analog stick in the direction of the desired ingredient. While the desired ingredient is highlighted, press A to add 1 unit of that ingredient. Jill. Gil. When you're done adding ingredients, press ZR to mix the drink, then press it again to stop mixing. If the drink is properly made, just press ZR to serve it, and that'll be all. Oh, but if the drink looks messed up, you'll need to press ZL to reset, try again. You can use ZL to reset at any time, even while the shaker is moving. Don't be afraid to use it. Gil, I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instruction. Then this should be no problem. Gil wants either a sugar rush or a Piano Man. If I mess up the ingredients or the drink, I can press the reset button and try again. Okay. So let's see. BTC recipe. So we can search by name. It has been a long time. So let's do sugar rush. So I need the experience. The sugar rush is 2 Adelhyde and 1 powdered delta with optional Karmatrine, all mixed. Okay, so this goes through our subunits here. So sugar rush is 2 Adelhyde, 1, 2, 1 powdered delta, 1 with optional Karmatrine, all mixed. Well, how much Karmatrine? Just 1? I'll just do 1. All mixed. So I hold this. Okay. It's sweet, light, and fruity, as girly as it gets. Okay. It's shaking, it's baking. Am I doing the right thing? Alright, let's stop. It is not what I expected it to be. Well, let's reset. Maybe I shook it too much. 2 Adelhyde, 1 delta, Karmatrine. Just a light mix this time. Just a light mix. Alright, I mixed it too much. We can get with this. No worries. Alright, I guess let's serve it. Here, happy now? Maybe get voices from these guys. A little, but not quite. Let's do one more. I know. Please humor me for a bit. Some drinks need to be blended. Ooh. This is done by mixing it for over 5 seconds. You can tell it's being blended when the shaker starts moving faster. Oh, okay, so I accidentally blended the last drink. On a side note, the vibration of the shaker will feel more dramatic once the drink has become blended. Ooh. Dramatic blend. You also need to check if the drink should be served on the rocks rocks are aged. To add ice, use the X button. To age a drink, use the Y button. And in case it wasn't obvious, on the rocks means you have to toggle the ice option. It should be noted that the station will add the ice after mixing. Okay. It's not something you should mind, though, just a fun fact. Give me a moon blast and I'll leave you alone. Keep in mind what I said. Yeah. Let's give Gil a moon blast. Blended drinks need to be left to mix for at least 5 seconds before I stop the drink. Okay. So a moon blast. That sounds delicious. Mars blast, Mercury blast, moon blast. Okay. 6 aldehyde. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know how to count. 1 powder delta. Flanergide. 2 carnitrine. Okay, all on the rocks. Add ice. And blend that bitch. No relation to the hadron cannon you can see on the moon for 1 week every month. Oh, some good flavor text. Alright, that seems like a little more dramatic shake. Oh yeah. Success! Alright, we're doing alrighty then. Let's serve it. Here, did I amuse you for long enough? You did. Sorry to hold you. Let's get working. Yeah. Oh yeah, before I forget. You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. But if the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. Oh, and if the recipe says it uses optional carnitrine, it means you can use none or fill it to the brim. Optional carnitrine doesn't count towards making a big drink, of course. Carnitrine is the alcoholic factor. Oh, okay. Doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. So if I want to get someone schwiggity schwasted, I add a bunch of that. Okay, so everything else is just flavor, and all the alcohol comes from that one unit. Okay. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster, so please be mindful of that. Oh. Are you done with the exposition? Now I am, yeah. Hey guys! It's Dana. Ooh, cuties. Oh, who's that? I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. I need a good Dana voice. She seems kind of serious. I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. Why bring her here? Well, it was either leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest or bring her unconscious body in here. Ooh, interesting. Found an unconscious body in the streets. It's rarely good. She's going to make such a ruckus when she wakes up. You know that. That's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. You can't just push that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, damn it. There's 2 of you. Believe in yourselves. She seems kind of like a fun boss. Fun boss. So I'll try to give her a fun boss. Do you think Chief knocked her out? Nah, that's unlikely. She'd be crowing about it or taunting us if that were the case. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl. At least not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. Well, we'll just need to keep it quiet. She seems to be sleeping soundly, not comatose. Yeah. Okay then, time to start the night. Yes, I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. Come again? While you spent the whole weekend and Monday doing God knows what, we've had some interesting clients come in. The corgis. Dogs. Lots of them. You're joking. Gil, you've known me for a long time now. Do I look like the kind of woman who would make a joke like that? Well, so, as punishment for leaving me to deal with all that on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. Have fun! Just that? Fine. I see no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff? Here. You brought that from home, didn't you? That I did. Fine. With that out of the way, let's play some music on the new jukebox. This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs before it can start. I wonder what was the logic behind that decision. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. I guess we can start at the beginning. That's not an option. Let's do that. I mean, let's just go down the line, I guess. We don't have any favorites yet. We got plenty of songs. Okay. Add songs by choosing the titles on the left. Swap any 2 songs by... Okay. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hell yeah. Hey, you, give me a beer. Oh, sure, right on it. He wants a beer. He looks like quite the big guy, though. Alright, let's get him a beer. 1 Adelhyde, 2 Bronson extracts, 1 powdered Delta, 2 Flannery Breed, and 4 Coventry. I think he wants a big. He's a big dude. I think he wants a big boy drink. So another one there, another 2 there, another one there, another 2 there, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All mixed. Traditionally brewed beer has become a luxury, but this one's pretty close to the real deal. It's bubbly, classic, and vintage. So let's just mix it for a second. Hell yeah. Let's serve it. Here you go. Yeah, this one's good. Pretty good, in fact. Nice job. Thanks, I guess. You're lucky I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes, like New Jersey 3. Oh, God. 3rd Jersey. How much worse is it? How much tanning, laundry, and gymming are they doing? Ooh, that does sound like a hellhole. Never been to Jersey. It's not my scene, but from what they make it look like on television, doesn't seem like a place I want to go to. I'm not a big city kind of guy, honestly. I don't know how I would fare in a cyberpunk world. Like, I've visited big cities. I used to live near Orlando. Even like going to Jacksonville, or when I visited places like Atlanta, Seattle, like they're beautiful, but I feel very claustrophobic. So I don't know how I would do in a cyberpunk society. 'Cause in a cyberpunk society, we always see the big city, but like, what about the parks? What about rural areas? What about like suburbs? Do those things still exist at all? What are they like? We always spend a lot of time in the big areas, but I'm very curious about the smaller spots. It's an interesting thought. I like coziness, and cities are a little too active for me. What kind of work do you do, mister? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. A celebrity. We read your paper. Or your app? I don't know if is paper still a thing? Nothing gets published there without my blessings. The day started with quite the interesting fellow, it seems. So you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then? Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wild-card hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's? That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks from all kinds of people. Get that damn Spider-Man. So they work on clicks, too. They're just like our news, where if it bleeds, it reads kind of situation. And it's not really about news. It's just about advertisement. So the capitalism has not left this society, it seems. Excellent. I hope this isn't like real life. Then again, this place kind of sucks, so maybe it's capitalism's fault. Who knows? Let's keep playing. And clicks bring money, and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids. You get plastic surgery for your children? I don't know, everyone looks a little weird as a kid. They're not growing into their features, got like big ears or a big forehead. Stuff like that. But most people grow up and they grow into their features. So like if you plastic surgery your kid, they're not growing into their natural features. They're growing into these other features, so they might look even weirder. Not a thing I've really thought about. There's definitely important surgeries for kids. But the way this guy makes it seem, he definitely makes it seem like it's mostly cosmetic and not for medical reasons. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact that you write about the hacker, just that you write about them every single day. Some of it isn't even news, just speculations or copycats. I can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running into at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it. My interns do. The poor bastards think it'll help make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. Second, you're tired of one article about a supposed hacker, but not all the daily stories about murders and other horrors. I'll always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter. I have enough pressure and problems as is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. You're smarter than you look, kid, but if more people were like you, I'd go bankrupt from the lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get people get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. Is he drunk or just stupid? That's a good game. In real life, hear people talking, see people. Are they idiots? Or are they just drunk? I did feed him serve him a large beer. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Now you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. Death's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like those urban legends. They're easier to write about and you can make up any shit you want. Spoken like a true journalist that cares about the craft. Spam them while they're hot. And even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories, will see them. That brings money. And like I said, money's good. Huh, I guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. Okay, maybe this place isn't so different. The worst part about it is that they know half our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass. I think you're being too harsh. What about... No, wait. I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying. See? The kid on the restaurant critiques column... shit. Forgot that brat's name. Restaurant? I believe that's... That kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half the places he visits. How so? He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming in here asking for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever. Did he look like a fat child with a really small face? Damn, not holding back. It's just spitting bars. No. Wasn't this one of them? Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Coming right up. Beer again. This man likes his beers. They come cheaper in bulk at the store, though. He just wants to brag. He's just one of the talkers. Let's give him another big one. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can add. Yes. I feel like a real bartender. This has got to be what it's like. It has to be this easy. Mix it. Just a quick little shaky shake. There we go. Enjoy, good sir. Here. It's the big things that make life worthwhile. What about big troubles? Did I stutter, kid? Right. So, tell me, do you see many celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. If a place smells like soap and dog piss, I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I'm doing my best here, thank you very much. Who was that? Nobody important. Hey, I heard that. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You can think of it as a small hole in hell rather than a hellish hole, if you like. Oh, that's good. It's all about perspective. It's all about optics, you know? You change some words around and something means something different. New song. What song is it? Commencing simulation. It's nice. You can think of it as a smaller... Okay, I gotta get used to that. Stuff here. Charming. So, celebrities? Not really, at least not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. And second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people. especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks people pretend to love but actually want to see fall from grace. That's true. There's nothing quite like a saints to sinners kind of story. You want to feel like you're a little bit better than the famous people. When in reality, they're just people like you who probably just got lucky or were born into better circumstances. But that doesn't mean you want to see some of them fall. Because my goodness, there are some assholes who I would love to see eat shit. I think we can all pretend to love? Fall from grace? Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs, but what they really want to see is their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer, to get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. Nah, I think gossip is just something everyone enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to enjoying. I think there is like a biological component to gossip that is actually like advantageous in a highly social species like humans, Homo sapiens. It would be advantageous if you were to seek out a mate. You would want to make sure that that person is trustworthy, healthy, honest, and not going to do anything that's going to get you or your kids killed. Because the biological directive, if you boil it down to its simplest points, is just make kids pass on that genetic line, even though society has made it a little more complex in a good way. So gossip could be a way to learn about the life of a potential mate. Do they cheat a lot? Not just in a romantic way, but like in a way that's going to get them beat up by other members of the society. Are they healthy? If you breed with them, are they going to pass on deleterious effects to your offspring? That's not good. In an age of modern medicine, it's not as big of a deal, but back before medicine, that was important. Excuse me. Are they a good hunter? Are they a good gatherer? Can they protect you? When it comes to like monogamy, because humans do tend to practice monogamy, because we focus a lot on parental care, even nowadays in a more advanced society, children who come from households that have multiple partners, it doesn't matter if they're two moms, two dads, mix, it literally doesn't matter. Most studies suggest that as long as there's multiple support systems in the child's life, guardians or the like, the child will do well. So if there's gossip that a potential mate is not to be trusted or might leave you out high and dry, that's more resources you have to contribute to the kid, and the kid, unfortunately, might suffer as a result. So there is a biological reason for gossip. And it's a little deeper than you might think. Just some biology facts for you. I think gossip is just something everyone enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to enjoy. You thought wrong, but even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. What do I care if this guy I saw in some random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or if they're dating God knows who? Granted, socks with sandals is practically a public decency, but still. Oh please, as a bartender I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. Just like hairdressers, that sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the key word here. Just the other day, I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. I think I can agree with that. This is an interesting conversation. There is definitely a a factor to that. Like, we also want our celebrities to be good people. Like, there's plenty of talk of, oh, is this person nice? And then there's plenty of talk of, don't meet your heroes. So it's hard to say. I don't really care about many celebrities. At least not the big ones. Hey, that dude that plays that nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. Oh, she just made the same joke. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalizing everything. It feels like they're just instigating behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, huh, brat? Well, two can play that game of... Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat, hell-bent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Don't tell me what to do. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe. Why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well. It'd be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. Personal stranger of sorts. We could have you ghostwriting. Half of our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Anyway, eventually the people from the stories would know it's them and blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Well, if you ever retire, that offer is waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. Do you want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Did I say something wrong? Not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Man, he's going to be thinking about that one tonight. He definitely seems like a guy who thinks about himself while pleasuring in some way. Is it really that special? At work, everyone calls me Mr. Dawson, boss. Boss is just a title. It's too impersonal and cold. Is it? Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general, but Mr. Donovan, well, that's more like it. He needs to get up and do a boner check. I don't like where this is going. They're referring to me, to the man in front of them, not to my family, not to my position as boss, to me. Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? Oh, gods no. But I want them to fear me. Not because I'm their boss or the name appearing in their paychecks, but rather because I strike mortal dread into them. Sounds like a great boss. That's definitely who I want to work under. A guy who believes himself to be some kind of deific figure. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to make everyone call me that. Then that'll get me their respect by forcing them to do something they don't want to do. Oh yeah, you were asking something? What was it? Drink. Another one. Do you? Ah, yes. Yes. You know what? Third time's the charm. Give me a beer. Alright. Third time's the charm for what? Anyway, better get him the beer. Alright. Well, I'm going to be milking this guy for some cash. He's making it difficult. So I think I deserve a little bit extra. Ooh, you're making some cashola. I wonder, do big drinks cost more? Like, is he going to pay me more for it? That'd be really nice. All right, let's mix it. All right, dude, here you go. Enjoy. One beer. Here's hoping I don't pass out. Cheers. Enjoy. Say, kid, does this bar have any investors? You didn't call it a hellhole? There was some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place. But aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like fast food chains, so there are no local investors. Why? Just want to let you know how lucky you bastards are. Investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. Holy shit, dude. This is not for kids, apparently. I mean, everyone hears like a swear word, like a shit or a bitch or something, but like to outright say that, someone gives good head and does a little sucky sucky. I mean, that's explicit. That's right there. That's in your face, much like his dick in his first wife's face. Those bastards think they're so important because they put their money in their company. Well, you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. But no, they have to stick their noses and start changing the silliest of stuff. I think he might be drunk. They did mention that people get drunk if I give them a lot of alcohol, and he's been having a lot of the Karmatrine. He might be overserved. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else? You still have to answer to unions, the government, those kinds of organizations, don't you? Nah, fuck that. Yeah, but that's paperwork. I make somebody else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. I do hate meetings. They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. There's always that one guy or gal that says, hey, why don't you do what that other newspaper does? Recently, they told me that they needed more clicks. More clicks! I make sure to keep stuff spicy while still keeping production quality up, but it's never enough for them. Well, you know what? They want more clicks, I'll give them more clicks. I think if he's not careful, he's going to give them some dicks. I'm worried. This guy's losing his grip. I'll show them what happens when I do what they want to and don't reject their ideas. They'll know who the hell Donovan D. Dawson is. The D stands for dick. Should I be worried? Nah. Sorry, I'm just checking how long this has been going on. Okay. At least he stormed off. I wonder what happened with Sven, though. We never heard from him again. Jill! Maybe I'll give this guy like a whiny voice. Yes. What the hell happened in that bathroom? That kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs. Forgot it was dogs. Crafty dogs, I tell you. You'd think their short legs would hinder them. The ceiling, the sinks, the toilets, the vents. Shh, you'll wake up Briar Rose over there. Oh, little reference there. I won't forget this.